Welcome back. It was ultimate. Well, David, it was hilarious earlier. You know, you walked into the studio, you stubbed your toe, you hopped around, you bumped into the camera, fell over, banged your knee. I couldn't have laughed more. Well, actually, none of that happened, but...
You just enjoyed saying all that, didn't you? I'm actually a very graceful mover, as you'd expect. But if you were to fall over, or you were to do a belly flop at a swimming pool, and I were to laugh at you, then I would be exhibiting schadenfreude. It literally means damage joy. And it's where we derive pleasure from other people's pain.
And we do it more often than we perhaps realise.
We do, and in fact, it's some would argue that it's in fact quite instinctive to laugh if you know that the person is not hurt and they've essentially just undergone some kind of mild mortification.
Well, we've put a band-aid on your knee now. You're all right, aren't you?
We derive pleasure from it. I'm not sure why.
Well, we've got a psychologist here.
Let's ask Paul, in fact.
Yeah, Paul. So does laughter actually have some sort of protective function? I mean, we think of it as being something that's fun, but does it do more than that?
It does. It's part of what psychologists call defence mechanisms, and it occasionally appears inappropriate. But the laughter engenders certain endorphins and biochemistry in our body that makes us feel better about the bad thing that's happened.
Oh, so there's literally a physical foundation for the good times as well. Oh, it's fascinating. Let's have a look at our scores before we move on. Paul is on 7 points. Christopher is on 20. We're heading for our next letter game of the night. And this time, Paul, it's you to make a choice, please.
Thanks, Richard. Could I have a consonant, please, Lily?
You can. Thanks, Paul. Starting with a P.
How appropriate. and a vowel, please.
E.
Oh, we needed the A next, though, didn't we?
Yes. And another consonant, please, Lily.
D.
And a vowel.
I.
And a consonant, please.
K.
And a vowel, please.
O.
And a consonant, please.
S.
And a vowel, please.
I.
And a consonant to finish, please.
And last letter D.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lily. I'll start the clock. Well, Paul, how many for you that time?
6 for me, Richard.
And Christopher?
6 also.
Let's start with your 6, Paul.
Spiked.
And yours, Christopher?
Spiked.
Ah, just verify with each other that you have both been thinking exactly the same thoughts.
Well done. Good for 6. This seemed a very Australian mix, actually, because not just pokies are lying in here, but so's kiddies and kiddos and poddies, P-O-D-D-I-E-S, and it's a hand-fed calf, basically a young calf, is known as a poddy or a poddy calf.
Fascinating stuff. 6 points each for Christopher and Paul. On we go with more letters, and Christopher, I can't help wondering whether your enormously fast typing speed makes you a rapid letter selector, but let's see.
Okay, we'll see. Lily, can I have a consonant, please?
Thanks, Christopher, but not too fast. I've got to keep up. Starting with a D.
And another consonant?
S.
A vowel, please?
O.
And another vowel?
A.
Back to a consonant?
R.
And another?
N.
Another vowel, please?
E.
Another vowel?
U.
And a consonant to finish.
And last letter S.
And your time starts now. Well, Christopher, brisk and efficient choosing. How did you go?
6.
And you, Paul?
6 for me also, Richard.
All right, let's start with your 6, Paul.
Sword, Richard, S-O-A-R-E-D.
And yours, Christopher?
Duress.
Duress, a little bit of pressure here.
A little bit of pressure, but they both came through, both contestants, with flying colours, using a cliche. Quick, get your lingo bingo out. Well played, good for 6. Now, there's actually 3 8s that I found in here, and lazily, they all come from the same 8 letters.
I love this, David. You know, most people are delighted when they find 1 8. You just find 3.
Well, they all come from the same 8 though, and they are resounds. Mix that up, you get sounders, which is actually a Morse key apparatus, or dourness or downess is another possible 8.
Lovely work. And good work for Christopher and Paul. Once again, 6 points each. Let's get back into wrestling some numbers now. And would you like to choose some for us, Paul, to wrestle with?
Thanks, Richard. Could I have 2 large and 4 small, please, Lily?
2 large and 4 small. Thanks, Paul. And our numbers are 8, 5, another 5 and 7, and the 2 large, 175, and the target to reach, 670.
Thanks, Lily. Let's head for the target. So, Paul, how close did you get?
670, Richard.
Oh, well done. Christopher?
Only 665.
Okay, 5 off the target. So, Paul, take us through your method, please.
7 times 100.
7 by 100 is 700.
I had 7 times 5 is 35.
Oh, I think you've already used
Oh, I've used the 7
7
twice.
Paul, bad luck.
Oh, dear.
Christopher, you're still within the scoring target range, so take us through your method, please.
Okay, 7 times 100 is 700.
7 by 100 is 700.
5 times 8 is 40.
5 by 8 is 40.
Minus that from 700 is 660.
660.
Plus the 5 is
And the 5.
665.
665.
So, 5 off the target. Well done, Christopher. Lily, I'm presuming that you got to 670.
I did. I'll talk you through it. Now, 100 minus 5 by 7 gives you 665. And then just add the 5, gives you 670.
Ah, very neat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lily. 7 points to Christopher, though, in that round. Paul is now on 19, 39 points for Christopher. It's time for another break, and it's time for another word mix. This time, twine, get, and your clue, what online birds do. See you in a moment.